got back from our crazy mission. Dylan made me cry multiple times in one stream. Uh,
I'm sad I'm never gonna be able to do the Anna voice for a while.
yeah, yeah. Um, Honestly, we just did like some wrapping up prep work type stuff. And then we had to go to the Forge of the Phoenix Queen to. I don't even remember if we fucking have all the pieces of the sword anymore, but the idea is we're going to be putting the sword back together, I think. And sorry, let me open my notes because I had to start one since the online notes got corrupted. Yeah, that was great. All right, so we arrived at the Forge of the Phoenix Queen. We found statues of like the OG party, like all messed up, in various ways. Um, Made the horrible discovery that wasn't really a discovery because I think we already knew, but that Maidvik was married to Arya's mom, uh, which was weird. Did a whole bunch of puzzles. Agnes' mom's puzzle was less a puzzle, more of a shit show that hurt. Arya is in need of multiple skin grafts now. Um,
Fuck Agnes' mom.
we
That's the
had
plan.
we had probably the worst night of Quizzo I've ever seen. Went really well until the random question that was totally not an answer that he thought was an answer when he got banished to the Shadowfell. So that was fun. And then in we did the moon room. We got the shit beaten out of us there. But we we did it. Vaughn did a touch tone puzzle. It was fun, kind of, I guess. Maybe.
The precedent of like you guys tore through all these traps, you're all injured, and Vaughn just like, okay, this one, no, not this one, for a good 15-20 minutes until it
Yeah.
finally opened.
I just make sure it's like that. It's like that one like TikTok where the guy is like fucking has like the little keyboard in the car. He's like ba 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 ba. Let's go. Like that was fun. Um, but yeah. Now the sphincter of the entrance has opened up, and I guess we're gonna go in deeper. Maybe after licking our wounds a little bit.
All right, good job, Vaughn. You get inspiration.
Yay!
All right, you guys can continue from there. Uh, as the Vaughn, as you finish up the puzzle, and the floor opens up again, you feel the hot, almost searing hot wind fly up into the room you're in, kind of uh, filtering the heat from the volcano below. The wind in this room does get a bit heavier, and you all begin to sweat as if you're walking over the paths in uh, the, the bridge over the volcano once again.
Fun.
Sorry, I'm just checking to see if did I not heal Arya last session before we ended or no?
No.
Oh no.
She's dying on the floor while Vaughn's playing with lights.
Yeah. Wait, that like fucking trend of like the little dancing first, like do 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 do, and they're like just doing the step dance, and then like the little like break dance, like that's Vaughn touching the lights, but like Arya's just sitting in the corner bleeding out.
I love it.
Oh. We're going to die. Running out of spell slots for things.
Sorry, what room are we in? Are we back in the main room?
Yeah, we just opened up the butthole sphincter.
Right. Well, who wants to jump into the butthole sphincter first?
Ooh. That's a nice healing. I think it's actually a stairwell. I just kind of drew a hole in it at the end of the last session because I thought it was being funny.
Sorry? Jam's heal? It's 19 plus 13.
That's a number. That's 32, I think.
Yes.
It's actually just a pit, so there's no stairs.
Oh, it is a pit. My bad.
It's the big old pit.
Is it like a sheer wall? Does it look like there's handholds?
It's just a sheer pit. Like it was just disintegrated downward.
Can we see the bottom of it?
Yeah, you can. It's pretty far down. Probably about 80 to 100 feet. But there is some light near the bottom you see emanating from some direction.
Alright. Anybody want me to fly them down?
If you can carry me.
Let's give it a shot. Why not? If need be, I can always try to save you on the way down.
Oh God. All right. So just as a note, Vaughn is 250 pounds of raw rippling muscle, but he is currently carrying 378.32 pounds of shit. So he is
God.
628 pounds, basically.
Azra is 160 sopping wet. Like, oh, actually, with the wings, he's probably heavier, but. Alright, he's gonna try to pick up Vaughn, like, under his arms and see if he can even lift him off the ground.
What's your strength score?
0.
Oh.
You put your arms under his and your wings start to beat, and you guys all watch as like dust and like wind begin to flurl around the room as these mighty powerful wings begin to beat. You close your eyes and you're pulling as hard as you can. You think you've reached somewhere and you open them and Vaughn's still staring at you and you haven't moved an inch.
Okay.
Good job, Ezra.
Vaughn's on his tippy toes. That's why Azra thought he moved.
Yeah. Oh my god, I'm doing it! Maybe I can slow your descent?
I'm not great at physics, but that doesn't seem like that's gonna work.
Okay, jump off the ground right now. Let's see if I can slow your descent.
All right, Vaughn's gonna jump up in the air as high as he can, which actually I
As-
think is pretty high with D&D jumping rules. Hold up, D&D or 5e jump rules.
Azra's just gonna try to keep him from, like, just landing, like, normal.
All right, so Vaughn is gonna high jump. It's a standing high jump, so
Oh my god.
he a number of feet equal to 3 plus his strength modifier. Oh wait, no,
What
no,
the
high
fuck?
ascension only have make a standing high jump. You can only jump half that distance. Oh, that actually kind of sucks. That's the modifier. Wow, Vaughn can't fucking jump. Vaughn can jump 3.5 feet in the air. What? That doesn't make sense.
That's still a lot.
What if Vaughn drops all his shit down the pit, and then
That is
maybe
a
Azra can help?
horrible idea.
I also thought about that, but I thought everything would break once it.
Is
like,
it fragile? How much are you, like, what do you have?
It's 80 feet. It doesn't matter if it's fragile. I think whatever it is gonna break.
Frostbrand, 5 javelins, my clothes that I'm wearing, a disguise kit, my backpack,
Okay,
my
drop
mess
the
kit, my
backpack. Drop
Tindervic.
the...
Wait,
drop-
why do I have 8
drop the clothes.
torches? Why do I have 8 torches? I don't even fucking need these things.
Oh my God.
8 rations, 4 water skins. I've got a
Start tossing them.
a hand axe, my cloak of no,
Can't
cloak
you
of
just
fix
take
doesn't
him
weigh
on your
anything.
brew?
No, he's way too heavy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe
my-
together we can do it.
My discount healers kit, my discount forgery kit, my bedroll.
We definitely can, but I don't wanna.
Here's a lock.
Okay.
I forgot what this
Well,
is from.
I believe in you.
My
can
oil of
do this, Azra.
etherealness, some purple poison, Mr.
And
and
you
Mrs.
think
Bear,
Arya's the hoarder? No.
tankard of plenty,
right here.
my vestige containment unit, a bell
Okay,
that
we've
did
heard enough.
honey. Are you sure? Because I still got these 2 race tents strapped to my back, and I'm only halfway through my
Just
inventory right
jump.
now.
We need to test this.
All right, Vaughn is gonna just jump 3.5 feet in the air and see if Azra slows the descent at all.
You do so, and you ever see someone like pick up a bag, like a heavy bag, and swing it over their shoulder, and immediately like the bag takes them off their feet?
Uh huh.
It's kind of like that, but like Azra face plants into your back, and you both fall onto the ground.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't think I can do this.
Okay, that's fine. I'll figure out another way down. So you said it looks like someone disintegrated it straight down. So is there
Yeah.
like melty bits that like Vaughn, if he was really careful, could climb down?
No, it's disintegration makes dust, which is probably
Oh,
cleaned
okay.
up years
Sorry,
and years ago.
I was thinking like liquidification,
Oh, like somebody like
like a big
yeah,
flaming hot magma just
just
like
Cheetos all over the place. Yeah.
yeah.
Can
Okay.
Agni pick Vaughn up right now?
You have the strength to do so, but your broom cannot. Your broom barely handles your weight.
No, I'm wondering if I could I'll use Wings of the Upper Light and fly him down.
Oh
Or
yeah,
glide
and you
down, one
can
of those.
have your broom carry Arya and Azra.
Well, I don't need to be carried. I'm okay.
Oh.
Guy Stanley and Arya.
Guy Stanley's dead. Someone
Yeah,
set him on fire.
you can throw his corpse down there.
It wasn't me.
But yeah, Wings of the Everlight will work. They're ethereal wings which let you fly, but it'll work with your strength.
Okay.
So you concentrate and you release the wings of the Everlight. You guys see as the sparks of fire arc off her shoulder blades, and there's a set of ethereal flaming wings.
Alright, we got 10 minutes to get down this stupid hole.
All right.
Woo! All right, you guys make it down, no problem. Arya riding the broom, Guy Stanley, just hitting the ground. Let me switch over. As you guys reach the bottom,
I'm putting him in my bag of bones, so I don't have to carry him.
that works. Lola, stop meowing. What do you
Kitty.
want?
Give her cocaine.
We bought her goat milk.
I crave drugs, Father.
Okay. Got that out of him. As you all reach the bottom of this pit, it curves into almost like a small cave leading outwards. As you look over, it looks like it leads back toward the innards of the volcano. Um, and as you guys kind of breach this cave area and head towards the light, you do find yourselves on the lower level of the volcano. Again, the extreme high winds are now buffeting you. You guys are kind of struggling to move at a normal pace. Your movement speed this low into the volcano is halved due to the wind. Azra, you immediately have to hit the ground, or your wings will pick up the wind and you'll be sent flying somewhere up or down. You cannot fly in this area; the winds are too strong. Same with you, Agni. And Ari, you have to dismount the broom. At this point, flight is out of the question while you're out in this open area. In front of you guys sprawls what looks to be a very long stone bridge. On the opposite end of the bridge, accompanying the cavern entrance, stands a large statue on one side. It almost looks like this is like almost like the entrance to a castle where there's like decorative statues before another entrance. I can actually switch over one sec. Let me find the map real quick. That's the one I drew. There we go. You find a long stone bridge going over the lava field, the hot wind and heavy wind buffeting pretty much from every direction. Um, so yeah, on the opposite end of the bridge, accompanying the cavern entrance, stands a large statue half carved from the mountainside wall, adorned in regalia similar to the armor that matches Agnikai. It looks like a faceless soldier of Saren Ray, pretty much carved into the statue.
Hmm.
But you all notice that at this point, you guys are much, much lower in the volcano. It is getting much hotter. the two of you who are fire immune resistant, you're doing okay. It's still kind of uncomfortable for you, Azra, but the rest of you are sweltering.
I will say with the especially since Guy Stanley's out of the picture right now, Vaughn's gonna be resistant to fire this whole time.
Okay, so it's just Arya who's kind of boned a bit.
Have I already raged 3 times? I remember doing it twice. I don't remember the third.
I don't recall.
I think I might have only given myself 5 rages max, so I'm gonna just switch that up to a 4, unless anyone has a no one says otherwise. Vaughn will follow behind these two.
As you guys are making your way to the center of the bridge, Vaughn and Azra, you guys, just because you're resistant, you're pretty much near the center of a large river of magma, and at this point, you guys are feeling the heat. I need a con save from both of you.
Got you. Wow, that's a. Ooh, I'm using my inspiration off the bat. Why not?
Nice. Alright,
Con
you're
save?
fine. Con save, yeah. Okay. So Vaughn, you're able to take the heat and continue forward. Azra, one sec. Oh, I don't even have my dice thing pulled up. 1 second.
Food on the way. Have food.
Azra, you're gonna take 4 points of fire damage, reduced to 2.
Okay.
Arya, I'm just gonna move Guy Stanley to a different layer because he's in your bag. All right, Agni, as you're continuing forward, same with the rest of you. Arya, you hear the sound of metal scraping behind you. You turn around to look. You don't see anything, but the loud kind of makes you all stop as the bridge begins to shake. What are you doing?
I hate it here.
Vaughn's unsheathing. Vaughn's gonna reach into his pocket and pop out Giant's Bane, the John's Way palette, and click it and sort of deploy it and just sort of look around as best he can.
Azra would like to book it across the bridge now.
Well, speaking of Azra, as you turn around to look before booking it, you see shimmering in an ethereal, invisible form a 16-foot tall, double shielded statue with the marks of Sarenrae on it. I'll reveal it to you, only you can see it because your sight
Oh, jeez.
blocking the exit to the bridge. So
Does it seem like it's approaching, or is it just blocking?
it is slowly approaching, but it doesn't look like it's moving or anything like that.
Alright, he's gonna yell for the others that they're gonna want to book it now, and then he's gonna start to run across the bridge.
All right. As you begin to run across the bridge, Agni, being first at the moment, you see the statue in front of you begin to shake and plummet off its standing point, and the double shielded statue of Sarenrae breaks off.
Oh, damn, that's big.
But this time, as the statue lands and you see its shields stand upright, and mark a blaze of fire sets the shields up. Azra, you see the statue behind you; its shields light up as well, and they both begin to charge you at the same time. I need everyone to roll me initiative.
Okay. Oh no, I rolled so low.
Okay.
Are you looking for music again? You want me to look?
I figured I was going to put on the last giant from Dark Souls 2.
Ooh, that works.
Is this where you have to type in the name of the thing instead of the URL?
Yeah, I just copy and paste the video name.
Oh, you motherfuckers.
Did you guys take the journal with you, or did you leave them up there?
Uh,
I figured we were leaving him.
Forgot about him.
it might be
Um.
best that we just left him.
Because he was a heavy motherfucker.
Probably would have melted. How long have we been in the forge, by the way? Like, how many minutes, hours?
I'd say by this point, by the time you guys got down here, you haven't taken a rest. Probably about an hour in total.
Okay.
Between all the puzzles and the battles and whatnot.
I think we took a short rest.
We did.
We did.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so
But not a
2
long
hours then.
rest. I just want to make sure some of my spells are still active.
Alright, so the giant at the back being invisible, getting the surprise, it gets to move its movement before Vaughn.
Well, if it's a surprise round, Vaughn can use his rage to still avoid being surprised.
That's fine. You're like, it's not attacking or anything, it's just moving
Okay.
forward towards you guys. But Vaughn, you
Gotcha.
see its shields plant down, blocking this bridge, almost like it's gonna squish you guys.
Okay.
And it begins approaching. You don't see this one because it's invisible, so I'll keep it like this, but that one behind you is invisible.
So it's
And
still
then-
invisible.
Yeah, but you can see it's still invisible, but you can see the ground beneath it sparking as it's charging towards you.
Okay.
Alright, Vaughn, you get to act first.
All right. Vaughn's gonna fly into a rage. So this thing's invisible, but Vaughn also sees 2 giant, like, scrapey, sparky things. He knows
Yes.
it's there.
He
Do I
does.
still get disadvantage on attacking it?
Technically, yes, just because of the invisible condition.
Okay, so I'm gonna recklessly attack then, and use Giant's Bane. I'm not gonna do Great Weapon Master because I don't know how. Vaughn still doesn't really know what he's fighting back here. That is a 23 to hit.
That does hit you. You lift up your blade and you're able to plant it firmly into something.
Can it make a Strength saving throw for me, please?
Sure. That is a 27.
Okay. Vaughn's gonna do it again. That's a 27 to hit, and I need another Strength save.
That's a nat 20 for a 28.
Oh, yes. Okay, cool. He is gonna re-roll his. Yeah, I mean he's gonna re-roll the damage on that one, but I think I'm gonna still use the same damage. Oh wait, hold up. I think that is better. Math. 15 plus 8. Yeah, that's higher than 20. So, Vaughn. So the total damage Vaughn is dealing is 50.
50 damage? Nice.
Yes.
Alright.
Yeah, I guess that's all he can do.
Okay, moving up, it's one of these statues' turn. The statue that you hit, Vaughn, you see it, as you're striking it, it's still moving forward. It doesn't feel pain, it's a construct. It's going to move, it's going to take its shield charge. I need you to make a strength saving throw, Vaughn.
Got you.
28. Let's see here. Alright, you are able to... Doesn't really say what happens when someone passes, huh? Oh, it stops at you. Okay, you're... Vaughn, you hold your sword out, you don't know what the fuck's charging at you, and you kind of place it blade side forward as something enormous and heavy.
It's the axe.
The axe?
Giant
Okay.
fucking axe, yeah.
You're pretty much holding... You guys see this spark of fire and moving earth completely come to a halt as the bridge shakes, and you see Vaughn with all his strength holding whatever this invisible thing is from moving any forward. That's its turn. The next one is going to move. Alright. And then it is going to... You see it lift up its shields very quickly. And it launches 2 rocks towards you guys. Let's say one at Azra, one at Agni. The first rock is a 27, and the second is a 25 to hit.
Oh, they both hit.
Which one was for Azra?
The 25.
Yes, that hits.
Agni Kai, as the first rock, you're looking both ways trying to pick who to fight. The first rock strikes you in the side, almost knocking you over. You take 35 points of damage. Azra, you will take 28 points of damage.
He's gonna uncanny dodge that.
Alright, you're able to duck over. Part of the rock still hits you to the ground, but you see the rest of it shatters and falls into the magma below. Agni Kai, you are up.
Where is the symbol of Sarenrae on? Is it on my armor or my shield or both?
You have it on your, I believe, your armor, your shield, your hammer, your necklace. And I assume you have like a tramp staff at this point too.
Okay. I'm not a simp. I'm going to fly up to this thing. No, wait, I'm not flying. I'm walking. I'll get that close and just show my necklace to it. And I'm going to hold an attack if, I don't know, if I don't see a reaction of some sort.
Okay, fair enough. That'll be your turn. Arya, stuck between a rock and a hard place. What are you doing?
Panicking. Well, I guess she sees what Agni's trying to do, so she's also gonna hold an attack.
What's she holding?
Chill touch.
Chill touch. Alright. What's the trigger for chill touch?
If it seems like it's gonna attack us. It's like if it's not like acknowledging that Agni is a friend of its.
Gotcha. Okay, fair enough. Asriel.
Azra's gonna turn around to Arya and he's gonna say, "Do you want me to pick you up? Get you out of here?"
Maybe?
Alright,
Wait, no, you can't fly down here. It's too windy.
That's okay. It'll be fine.
Oh,
No,
God.
it won't.
No,
If you
it's
fall
not.
in the
Don't touch
lava.
me. Don't touch me.
It'll be fine.
No!
He's gonna fly with it. No. He'll just prepare that if need be, if they need to like get out of the way, that he can just like scoop her and try to at least go above them.
Alright. Fair enough. So this will be a held action to... I'll say... You'll have to use a dash action. That's fine, because for the extra movement. Arya will have to willingly go with you. If not, you'll just be doing it alone, or you can just not use it at all. But Vaughn, back up to you. As you're holding this thing, it's still creeping forward, but you feel the resistance kind of lend off as it takes another step back, and you feel like it's going to charge you again.
All right, Vaughn's gonna try to do it again. It's swing twice at the invisible thing. One. It's a 22 to hit.
You're good.
Make a strength save.
The first one's a 24.
Got you. Going again. That's a crit. Make another strength save for
Nice.
me.
That's a nat 1.
All right, and as it falls prone, not the Vaughn hears the slamming noise, and he is just going to try to Great Weapon Master swinging it this time. That's a 26 to hit. And
That
he is
hits.
gonna re-roll that damage, because why not? So he's gonna use the second one. My food is here. I'm gonna quick just give you a number crunch, and then I gotta run and grab it.
Alright, don't worry.
9, 11, 14, 17, 19, 9, 8, 4, 17, 5 and 4. That's 117 damage.
Jesus. Alright. You hear several chunks of something start smashing into the ground and pouring over into the magma.
Hell yeah. That's Von's turn, baby. I'll be back.
Go get your food. We'll take a second because this guy's going to attack Vaughn in his turn, and I gotta pee, so. This thing getting back up.
Mm-hmm.
And it can't move forward. Let me roll intelligence. Nope, it's gonna try to. Oh, do I have the charge again? One sec. I don't. It is just going to try to attack.
Okie dokie.
The first one's a 16, and the second's a 23.
The 16 misses, the 23 hits.
Cool. You feel it move forward, and you feel the gust of wind in front of you as you dodge whatever the hell flew at you. As the second one slams into you, you're going to take 20 bludgeoning, 5 fire, and 7 piercing.
20, so it's 27. 32, right? So 16.
Yeah. All right, that's going to be its turn. Agnikai, you see this thing plant 2 of its shields down, and the fire grows even hotter. It doesn't seem like this construct created by, assuming your mother and Arya's mother has anything to do with the church. It was just aesthetically made.
Of course.
It is going to charge straight for you. I need you to make me a strength saving throw. Yes, it does. Same with you, Agni. Your attack will go off. You get a swing before this happens.
Okay. I'll do the attack first then.
27 hits, 23 necrotic.
Where's my god hammer?
That hits as well, so it's 22. Perfect. Alright, Agni, strength saving throw. Man, I got the 2 strongest people on either side. This plan went horribly wrong.
So I'm adding the additional necrotic damage.
Oh, you're right.
And
okay. So 8.
strength saving throw. Fuck.
Ooh. Agni, as this thing charges into you, you manage to get 1 smack, but in doing so, the recoil from your hammer puts you off balance as this thing charges into you. So move 5, 10. Let me just move you for a second. So you're not going to take the fire damage off this, but you're going to take the bludgeoning. That is 37 bludgeoning damage. You are knocked off your feet. I need you to roll me a D100.
Okay.
47. You guys watch as roll me a dex save as well.
Good lord.
Okay, funny. You guys watch as Agni is thrown up into the air. She almost hits you guys flying overhead before the wind picks her up, tosses her to the side, and throws her right on the edge, and she is hanging on. That is this thing's turn. Agnikai, you are currently on the edge. The wind is pulling you down.
Fucking rude. Am I strong enough to pull myself up?
You can roll me athletics at disadvantage because of the wind. You guys watch as one of Agni's hands, as she's holding on with both, breaks part of the bridge as she tries to pull up and smashes the brick with her strength, and now she is hanging by one arm.
Agni's just gonna yell, "Fuck you, Mom!"
You still have, that was your action, you still have a bonus action. You don't have any movement just because of the wind and where your position is. So if you have a bonus action spell, you have a free hand to cast it now.
No. No,
Alright,
it's
Arya.
fine.
Go ahead.
Alright, she's gonna try her best to pull up Agni.
Alright, you're gonna have to make me a strength save with disadvantage. Agni is, I think I calculated her over like 250 with the armor and everything.
Yeah.
You're trying. You're at least holding her. You got her. Well, you got one of her arms in your hands, and you're pulling.
Azra, help!
Call the other person with like no strength.
That's exactly what he's gonna do on his turn, though.
All right, Azra, you go.
Yeah, he's gonna come over here and try to help pull them both. I don't know. Should he help by pulling Arya, or should he also grab Agni? Maybe grab Agni.
All right. You get to roll a straight roll with Arya helping on the other side.
Athletics.
Yeah, athletics. 16. Okay, yeah, you need a 15. You guys managed to pull each other up. As of right now, Arya, you're not prone just because of you're in front of Agni. She's on top of you suggestively. Azra, you're still standing. That was your action. You still have a little bit. You have a lot of movement in bonus action to still use.
He's gonna stay put because he's still gonna try to rescue Arya if need be.
All right, that works. Vaughn, you turn around and see the situation. Let me move these guys. You turn around and see the situation going on. What are you doing?
He's cursing a lot. But he's gonna go back to swinging on this giant. Is it 24 to hit?
24 hits.
I'm gonna re-roll the damage on that one. No, I'm keeping my original damage. If it's still alive, he'll attack again. That is ooh. Whoop.
Well, that misses, but Vaughn, you strike down with your axe one more time, and you feel it hit something solid, and then pierce through till you hit the ground. You hear the thumping of a bunch of stone, and then you see the invisibility wear off a couple seconds after the stones are scattered across the bridge.
Hold on. So it's dead then, right?
It wasn't living to begin with, but yes, sir.
So I only asked because he wouldn't attack the second time if it wasn't dead. Just because
That's fine.
he is
That's fine.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Now you could say that that second attack was him trying to attack this giant, which I'm going, but he would have had advantage because he's reckless. So I will roll one more time, but I'll take the first damage.
All right.
So that's a 24 to hit.
That hits.
So I'll take the first damage, which is actually way better than the second one. So
That's fine. 37 damage.
37, and then bonus action, he will attack one more time.
That
25.
hits as well. 25 damage.
No, that was 25 to hit. It's more than 25 damage. 26. 26 plus 7. 21. 33?
Sure, we'll go with that.
Yeah. Yeah, that seems right.
Alright.
Yeah, that's right.
So this guy is going.
Oh, strength save to see if he falls prone for this.
Very true. That was another nat 20.
Um,
And does the second have the bonus action
Yeah.
attack?
Yep.
No? Yep. 17.
Yes, he's still up.
Okay, cool. Let's see if this guy gets his charge back. He does. Vaughn, I need a strength save. You see it plant down, and it's going to continue charging like that. It's its prime directive.
Now I know it's coming! 23.
Yeah, you succeed by 2 as it stops dead in its tracks in front of you. Agnika, you get up, you see Vaughn's cleared off the first of these statues, and he's doing the rest of the work by himself.
I'm gonna cast Death Lord on Vaughn.
Is
You
that a
guys
touch spell
what
or a
on
range
me?
spell?
I believe that's range. But let me check. I could be
Wait,
Death
what?
Ward.
Oh, Death Ward. I thought you said I'm gonna cast what's the word on Vaughn. I was like, what the fuck is that?
Oh, it is
That sounds-
touch.
sounds
Get
like
out
a
of my
youth
fucking way!
caster cleric spell. What's the word?
Okay, half my movement to stand. 5, 10. I can get up there. Excuse me. I touch Vaughn and then cast Death Ward.
Oh, you touch him first? Okay.
I give him a slap on the butt.
He is a child.
This
I
is
keep
workplace
forgetting, I'm
harassment.
sorry. A pat on the
Vaughn,
shoulder.
Vaughn, you are warded against death for the next 8 hours.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah, good. Okay, you got the emote. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Agni, is that your turn?
Yep.
Arya.
Alright, first she's gonna stand up. And then use. If it goes through. There we go.
I don't know why that was with advantage, but
Oh, I probably still have disadvantage turned on from my thing.
that's fine. No, I'm just saying it's a con save spell, so you don't even need to roll the hit. Okay, so it's gotta make a con save. Gotcha. Wow, it rolled a 13. Okay, that's strange. It'll take 24 necrotic damage. 24 necrotic. Alright, you watch as Ara, you stand up, you chant the words out, and you see this black ichor begin to pour out of the symbol of Samurai on its chest. The flames in its shield and within its armor begin to slowly flicker and dim out as there's an explosion of necrotic energy through it. The flames reignite, but they seem a lot weaker now. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Asriel.
Azra's going to. I guess he'll join the others up here and hit this construct. Two-handed.
24 hits. What's
And he
your
gets-
full damage?
Does he get the sneak attack?
Yeah, Vaughn's right there engaged with it.
Sorry, what did you ask before that?
Just tell me the full damage.
Oh, okay. 15. Hold on, I'm doing the math. 61?
How
Damn.
do you want to do this?
It's a construct, so I don't know. You come up with something this time. Hello.
So I'm trying to get the music to work. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Uh, As you fly towards it, you see Vaughn has taken out chunks of its shield already. You find the weak spot near its heel and kind of slide through the legs, chopping at it, and your magical blade ends up cutting through the ankle as you see this thing topple over like the Iron Giant from Dark Souls 1 and fall straight into the magma. Good job, guys.
Oh yeah.
Arya is sprinting off this bridge. It's so fucking hot.
Alright, make me a con save, by the way. I forgot to do that. You too, Azra, make me another con save. Arya, you're gonna take 1 point of fire damage. Azra, you're gonna take 1 point of fire damage. 1.
Does Vaughn need to roll too? Or is it just over the bridge?
Vaughn already succeeded. He doesn't have to roll again.
Oh, shit.
As you guys run towards the cavern entrance on the other side here, as the final bubble of magma kind of bubbles up and the statue is absorbed into the lava, you guys see a sphere of light open up in the cavern as a new entrance has now opened itself up in front of you. Let's see. As you get closer in, there is another pit descending down. You guys do it the same way. Agni, your wings are still up, so you're all able to go down this pit once more. As you enter the pit and descend down, the stone walls and floor soon transition into a once very lavish adorned landing. Now it's torn apart. The walls and floors singed. Adorning the walls are torn and shredded banners that once depicted the Phoenix Queen, now strewn with burns and claw markings. Dried white tendrils similar to what you all found in Alchazma sparsely littered the floors and parts of the walls. Unlike the tendrils in Alchazma, these seem to shatter and turn to dust at a mere touch. Glancing forward further in, you all see 3 ways of passage in front of you. North, continuing down the hall, leads to a broken set of double doors that suspiciously seem to have burst inward like someone or something had successfully broken in. Agni, these doors look very familiar to your legend lore. The ones you saw your mother slamming at while yelling traitor.
Oh. Well, that's not good.
So yeah, there's tendrils all over the place. The room is mostly covered head to toe in dried tendrils, all immigrating from the altar by the... oh, I read too far. Yeah, so there's three things. Blah, 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 one second.
There's tendrils somewhere.
Well, there's tendrils everywhere, but I skipped ahead to another room. Down the hall, to the west leads a stairwell. That's all you can see there, and then... I should label which... I write down like the entrance and the description, then it's like 4 paragraphs until I get to the other... to the east, the third entrance leads towards what looks to be a small hall curving forward that you can't see past. So you guys have 3 ways of travel. North towards those double doors, west towards what looks to be a staircase going down, and east towards a hallway that curves around.
I vote curved hallway.
I have no preference.
I want to see what's behind the doors.
Well, we got a 3-way tie so far. We have 1 more character.
I'm gonna cast Death Ward on Arya first.
Fair enough. Arya, you're now protected from dying for 8 hours. You would drop to 0 HP, you drop to 1 instead, and the spell disappears.
And oof. That's not a spell I want to use. Okay, we can go to the double doors.
All right, that's 2 for the double door.
Bruh, one of my tacos is just spilled out everywhere, and I just realized it. I went to go grab the tortilla. It's just a flat tortilla. I was like, man, there sure is a lot of fixins in this box. Nope. That's taco guts.
Who's proficient in nature? Who has proficiency in nature?
I believe Vaughn, but let me look.
I do.
Vaughn does not have it. He used to have it, but he does not anymore.
All right, can you make me a nature check?
Yeah. Oh, that's not good.
Okay, that was 1 less for the DC pass, but as you're heading forward, you do notice that the tendrils seem to be not growing towards, but they were growing from the room with the double doors. Just so you're aware.
Interesting.
As you guys head towards the doors, they are burst open, shattered in some places. You are able to walk through without any problems. The inside of this room is covered head to toe in dried tendrils, as I read ahead earlier. They all seem to be immigrating from an altar by the end of the room. Arya, can you roll me a history check? This is from your dream, correct? You'll need to roll the history check if you remember that. This is from the vision, or the dream rather, that you had. Yeah, well, yeah. The one of your mother in who you now know as Magevic, trapped behind the door, casting one final spell at the altar before the tendrils. I believe you wrote this down at some point somewhere, but I'm not going to go back and find it. The tendrils spilled out from the altar towards the ensuing battalion that the Phoenix Queen had gathered. Uh, bu- 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 As you guys get a bit closer, Azra, or not Azra, can anyone or everyone roll me perception, whoever wants to? I said battalion, go fuck yourself.
I heard Italian, but I know you said battalion.
You piece of trash.
Hey, get in the gabagool! I worship the Saren Ray. I pay no taxes.
You guys all notice as you get closer to this altar, there are faint teleportation runes. Some partially broken. You see, normally a circle has a full set, all connected and interwoven. These are broken in a few places, but you do get the semblance that there was a teleportation circle around this altar at one point.
Arya's gonna copy it down.
Okay, just write quarter of something so you know it's on a full teleportation circle. Aside from that, the room is mostly featureless besides the tendrils that are pretty much turning to dust as you guys walk through. The walls, the ceiling, pretty much all over the place, covered. Uh, you guys see what looks to be humanoid and other sized lumps under the tendrils in this room in certain spots. But when you walk over to like inspect it and touch it, it just all turns to dust.
I think Arya still has that magic lens thing, so she's gonna use that to see if anything is still magic down here.
Okay, the tech magic at will. You see the altar itself holds faint bits of magic. It doesn't have a specific school. It seems to amplify pretty much every school. This might just be a more grounded, enhanced spell focus, similar to what a wand or a staff would be for a wizard. Seems like this altar was built as something like that, but more powerful. Just that right now. This room looks like it's already faced oblivion. You guys want to head somewhere else or meditate here? What are you doing?
Vaughn's just here for the vibe. Actually, I'm just eating tacos, so he's gonna default to the magic people that might have a better idea of what to do.
I don't want to check out the other rooms just to make sure we're safe before we like rest.
Yeah, smart.
Okay, so you had the staircase to the west and the hallway to the east as well.
Where did Azra want to go? To the
The
hallway?
hallway.
The
Yeah.
hallway? Yeah, okay. You guys exit this chamber, this ritual-like chamber, and head towards the hallway to the whatever direction I just said. Let me scroll down to the right paragraph here. Nope, I skipped too far ahead. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. As you guys head down this small hallway, you see it ends in an extremely heavy wrought adamantine door. You guys can feel that it's warm to the touch. Ari, you still have that lens up, right? Detect magic, I think, lasts 10 minutes. You see that there are heavy abjuration runes on this door. It seems to be sealed by some sort of magic. But you can also tell from what you've experienced in the past, this door is locked with some sort of magical absorption. It needs to charge almost with similar to a battery to open up. You need to put a certain level of spell into these doors.
I remember there was that one time we were in some dungeon or another, and we had to put like, I think it was the well. We had to put like a bunch of magic into it, and then people tried to pee into it. We need to put magic into this, not pee.
You can tell though, just from the runes on this thing, it is woven in fire magic. So this isn't a spell created by your mother. You can absolutely tell.
And it looks like you need fire. So Agni, this is all on you, because fuck fire. I'm done. And Ari's gonna step away from the door.
Ezra's also going to step away from the door because this place is even too hot for him.
Jam, if you're not talking or if you are, you're muted.
Agni's gonna use burning hands.
What level?
Level 1.
All right. You guys back up a bit as you watch Agni put up her hands in the shape of the spell, and this cone of fire hits the doors. As it does, you see, all right, with your lens, the door kind of like almost charge up the smallest amount and then uncharge.
Sorry, Agni, it looks like it needs a lot more than that. It went up like 2% and then back down.
Well, fuck. I don't wanna. What if one of you guys need to be healed and I can't because I used a spell slot to cast fucking fire spells?
I don't have an answer for that. Hey man, take it up with your mom.
Yeah, what kind of half-rate phoenix can't just use fire spells at will?
That's so mean. Okay. I'm assuming no one's within a 10-foot radius of this door right now, right? Right?
If you just hit it with burning hands, then yeah, we're not.
Cool. I'm going to cast Flame Strike.
At what level?
It is just at 5th level.
You see the strike of fire hit into the door, Arya, as you're watching the runes begin to slowly light up. It gets about 90% and then drops back down to 0.
Agni, you are like so close. You need like another 10%.
Agni's just gonna stare at Arya.
Hey, don't. It's not my fault, okay? I just can see. I'm just the messenger. I'm sorry I have eyes.
Okay, fine. If we die, that's okay. I've come to terms with this. Flame Strike at level 9.
Oh, Jesus.
It's my last level spell slot!
You heard 10%? You went up 3 levels?
I don't have 6th or 7th or 8th left! I've been casting too many healing spells because people keep getting hit.
Okay, hold on. Let's take this down a notch.
You went full nuclear.
I could do Fireball at level 6. Do we think that's enough?
I don't know, probably.
Okay.
You're the one seeing things.
Okay, based on what she saw, does she think that would be enough?
You feel that would be enough to open half the locks, yes.
Half of them?
Yes.
Yo, I'm going to bed. Agni's just gonna lie down on the floor.
Does it need to be fire?
Yeah.
Do the ones that Arya did, do they like stay that way? Can we like chip away at it?
Did you use the fireball area? Oh, you guys couldn't see anything. It just looked like Agni hit the door. The only person that can actually see the magic flowing through it was Arya.
Okay, so do I see them all still lit up? Or no, because you said it's like going...
Yeah, it's almost like you're filling a balloon with water and then you stop and it blows back out before you pop it.
Maybe if we all do it at the same time.
That could work. We could try that. And then we don't have to do such high level spells. Could spread it
Trying
out
to see
a
if
little.
he even has a fire spell.
Vaughn, use your fire ability.
No fire spells.
Mine are incredibly limited.
How is it that a 17th level adventuring party? What's that meme from Always Sunny?
How do 3 men in their 30s not have like I think it was like $200 between them?
Or $2,000.
The magic economy, it's in shambles.
Yeah.
Well, this is the puzzle that beats us. It's time to pack
Not
it
even
in,
a
boys.
puzzle, it's just somebody's security.
Does daylight count as a fire spell? Probably not.
Does it do damage?
It does not.
I would say it's probably, if it did, it'd probably be radiant, though.
Yeah, I assumed it would be.
Whoa, wait a minute. I forgot about my staff of fireball. I think I just have charges, and then, like, if I uppercast, then it's additional charges.
Is it the Staff of Fire?
Wand of Fireballs. This wand has 7 charges. While holding it, you can use an action to expend 1 or more of its charges to cast a fireball spell. For 1 charge, you cast a 3rd level version of the spell. You can increase the spell slot level by 1 for each additional charge you expend.
Okay, so you'll need, how many charges? 3, 4, 5, 6. So you need to use 3 charges to cast a 7th level fireball.
Alright, baby, let's go.
Okay, you cast the first fireball. Alright, you see it explode into the door. And the rest of you see the fireball begin to swirl, almost like it's being sucked up as it disappears within the door. And Arya, you see 1/2 of the glyphs light up. The rest of you see 1/2 of the glyphs light up as well.
Well, I still have 4 more. Well, So does she know that like it still has to be fire for the next half?
Yes.
All right. Well, she has 4 more charges, so let's go.
All right, you launch 3 more charges into your wand and shoot it. The rest of you see the other glyphs on the other side light up. As that happens, um, you see cracks in the door begin to open, and a massive rush of hot air blows towards. Ari, you're the only one kind of close to it. The blast of hot air deals 4 points of fire damage to you, and the chamber kind of opens itself up to you all. Uh, as you begin to all walk forward, this chamber is immensely hot. You look down and you see it's almost like a caged floor in a caged wall, uh, almost like a bird cage. Um, let's see here. You see it's a large sleeping room of sorts. A massive nest of fine silks, coals, and branches sits in the center. A small untouched cradle sits inside of it. Several armaments, suits of armor, different crafted blades, blunt weapons, and various other equipment line the open spaces of the floor in no particular order. You can all tell there is a subtle... Oh, no, that's something else. That's a different paragraph. Yep, so as you guys walk around, you notice probably blacksmith work, more highly skilled than you've ever seen. The armor in front of you seems almost on par with the divine armor Agni received from her patron, her god. But this seems to be all handcrafted. There are various different suits of armor as you kind of walk around and scour the room. Some seem to be the size in the size of a small child, a, almost a bigger child, a teenager, a young adult, into a full regular suit of armor. Different sets. Same with the weapons; they all seem to be made in different sizes for different ages to be carrying. Inside the nest, as I mentioned, there's a small wooden, small iron baby cradle. It looks to be pristine, hasn't been used.
I like that you had to switch it from wood real fast.
Yeah, because that was my main. Oh, it's on fire. um, you guys can look around the room if you would like. You can take. There's armor, like plenty of. The armor looks very valuable itself. Same with all the weapons. Some of the regular javelins in here seem to be a lot better than the javelins you carry on you.
Ooh.
Just in craftsmanship, like everything in here, weapon and armor wise, is master crafted. Like someone who has spent their entire life studying the craft.
How many javelins does Vaughn see?
Let me roll for this. There are 4 master crafted javelins.
Vaughn's just gonna just kind of like just
He's just
absentmindedly
staring
start
at Vaughn.
grabbing them and throwing them into his like satchel javelins.
They seem to be perfectly balanced. You give them a quick squeeze. They seem to be hollow, but weigh a good amount. For the purpose of these javelins, Vaughn, they are magic weapons.
Okay.
So they bypass magic immunities and such. So you have that.
Do they just have the weight of a normal javelin, basically?
The weight of a normal javelin. They have double the range though.
Ooh, okay. Master crafted javelin.
Are you stealing my javelins?
I'm liberating your javelins.
And
Do
as you
you
guys are, yeah,
do you use javelins, Agni?
No, but maybe I want them for
Well,
decor.
as you guys are walking around, whoever wants to roll investigation can roll it for me. All right. Agni, as you're kind of arguing with Vaughn, Ari, you feel this too. Same with you, Azra. Kind of at the same time as you guys are walking around, and Vaughn's kind of stuffing his bag, and Agni's arguing with him. There is a subtle air of heat that seems to be coming from under the nest. And you can also tell just because the coals are still burning hot.
Is there a way to peek under the nest?
It's mostly made with like scraps and stuff, so you can clear parts of the nest away just by kind of poking at it.
Yeah, he wants to do it like gently, so in case anything's sleeping, he's not rousing it.
Oh my god, Agni has a sibling. It's a baby.
It can only be
Agony.
one.
That's not how Phoenix is working
This,
this.
this implies that Agony was hatched at one point.
It totally was hatched though.
Yeah, she had an egg.
100%.
I thought that was established. She has an egg that she's taking care of. It's supposed to be her baby.
Yeah,
Oh, that
I
hatched.
just love the idea of like her hatching from an egg and immediately screaming.
As you're kind of poking around, you kind of watch this too. There's a large pit leading downwards into a chamber that can be seen a couple 100 feet below. It's barely illuminated, so it's really hard to tell from where you're standing. But from roll me an intelligence check, Azra and Arya. Wow.
He's using his noggin today.
Wow. Azra, you can tell that from the source of heat, the amount of heat you're getting from this, and how these coals have probably been burning for a lot longer. Below you is the bottom of this volcano. The core, pretty much.
Alright, he will let the others know that.
And I'll say with that intelligence check, for a phoenix who built this place, for Sozin to have built this place and to have forged everything, the hottest place in the volcano is most likely the place she would have established her forge.
Wouldn't it be funny if this place suddenly erupted?
Oh, adding that to the notes.
Oh no.
So you guys still have the ability to check out the armors around here, investigate below, or check out the staircase you guys haven't checked out yet.
Does any of the armor look like it would be, I guess, fire resistant? And in Arya's size?
No, you probably get an inkling that the mother and daughter combo of phoenixes don't need fire resistant armor, so it wouldn't be built.
Well, I tried.
It is pretty good armor though, but it is in the heavy side. It is all mostly plate mail and other heavy armaments.
Okay. Is it just like the armor and then weapons? The
Pretty
nest?
much. It seems like this is more so a resting chamber than it is anything else. And I mean, you would probably gather that most of the stuff that your mother got for you or made for you as a child was given to your grandmother where she left you. This was probably plan A, where to raise you before shit went hit the fan.
How many entrances are in this room?
The very strong adamantine door it took to get in, and then technically it would be technically an entrance. The pit under the nest.
Agni is going to. I don't want to say she shuts the door all the way because she doesn't know if it's gonna like lock again. But she'll close it to like just a crack.
Okay. You close it and you feel the wind kind of like create like a small wind tunnel, and there's like a heavy sound of by the door.
Cool. And she's gonna lay down in the nest.
You walk up to the nest. You lay down. I mean, you've never laid down in a bird's nest before. It's always been beds and pillows. But strangely, you've never been comfortable with beds and pillows. This seems a lot more to your liking. This is probably why your room is filled to the floor with pillows. It's a makeshift nest, as this is a real one.
Okay, guys, if you need me for anything, I will be here having a nap for the next 8 hours. And she's just gonna go to sleep unless someone decides to wake her up.
then I guess we can take like a long rest here.
As mentioned before, you guys can't take a long rest because of the heat.
Then we will take an 8-minute rest.
Fuck you guys. Get used to the heat. It's amazing.
Technically speaking, Agni, you're the only one who can, but you'll be in heavy armor, so you will may have to make a con save for a point of exhaustion.
God damn it. Okay, she's gonna get up. Let's go to the forge.
I mean, we could still take a short rest. You're bleeding everywhere. I'm bleeding everywhere. Arya's bleeding everywhere.
Yeah, as long as you guys have hit dice left from the last short rest, you're good to go.
I got a few left.
Yeah, so
I
go
have
ahead.
none left.
You guys can. You still have potions though.
Do you? Do you have potions?
He did make 2 health potions before they came here. What is that, 2d4 plus 2?
Two, yeah. You guys have the chamber below to investigate, and you also have the room down the stairs, or the area down the stairs rather, a bit before that you haven't checked out yet. So many dice. Oh my god. Maybe you guys can just roll like how many d12 plus whatever.
No.
I like doing it one at a time to figure out if I'm gonna. I just actually gave myself like almost 2,000 hit points. Whoops. Okay.
Well, you guys are all rolling pretty decent. Hell, Agni even rolled a 69.
Nice.
All right. As your rest, it's a little bit uncomfortable for you, Arya, in this room, especially like below the heat source or right above the heat source of this volcano. The rest of you guys seem all right, fairly, with the fire resistance and the fire immunity. But your short rest comes to an end. You guys spend about an hour. Arya, you have that wizard thing. When you take a short rest, you can recover spell slots equal to half your level. I can't remember what it's called. It's like arcane something. It's like your level. Yeah. Azra, if you used any spell slots, you have them back because you're a warlock. Vaughn, you have a sick pump going on just because the heat's like having the blood flow faster.
Sick what going on?
Man doesn't go to the gym. Pump.
Oh, no, I don't go to the gym.
I knew he meant it in a gym way, but at the same time I was
Yeah.
like, he's doing what in here?
Everyone gets an additional 24.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
And that's it. We're kind of fucked.
Alright, so the short rest comes to an end. You guys, from what you can tell, you have two ways of travel, the forge or the stairwell.
Did the stairwell seem as hot?
You guys never even approached it, so you would not know.
Well, we can go check out the stairwell at the very least.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine.
Alright, everyone head into the stairwell then?
Yes.
Okay, let me find the paragraph. So as you guys get to the stairwell, descending the stone steps, the previous heat you've all been feeling throughout this dungeon immediately stops about halfway down. In its place is a terrible cold that sends shivers up each of your spines, except for the being used to this familiar chill, you're a necromancer. The stairs end, and cold stonework greets your boots. This hallway ahead of you seems to end in front of a large, ornate wrought iron graveyard. Wrought iron cemetery gate. A small, quaint graveyard lies past the gate.
Thank God, finally.
Arya, as you head towards the gate, something feels a bit off and familiar about this hallway you're in. Do you want to roll me an Arcana check? Oh, fuck, okay. As you head towards the gate, Arya, you feel a strange sense of deja vu wash over you. This place, where you are right now, seems extremely familiar, yet there's something off about this hallway, specifically where you kind of like stopped and felt this presence. Can you make me an intelligence check? With advantage, sorry. All right, Azra, you begin to see this too. Arya's kind of pushed ahead, but because of your vision as well. Um, Arya, to your right, you see the stone wall that just seems like a flat kind of stone carved wall heading towards this graveyard. It's actually an illusion. There is a small opening leading to another room.
She's gonna go towards the opening.
As you walk towards this illusionary wall, you kind of put your hand through. There seems to be space on the other side. Do you want to go further in?
She's gonna look at the others, and then she's gonna go in.
Aside from Azra, the other Vaughn and Agni, you just see Arya kind of walk towards a wall and then walk through it. On the other side of this illusionary wall area, you find a spun spider web. An ornate silver spider sits in the center of the web, fangs protruding downwards and holding a plate underneath.
Does it look like a real spider, or is it like a fake?
No, it looks almost like you've seen something like this before in one of the other dungeons. It seems to be almost an ornate ritual kind of lock mechanism.
Okay. I think she has 3 charges on her little lens thing, so she's gonna use that again.
Okay, give me one quick second. You find there is a faint bit of necromancy magic, specifically on the 2 fangs themselves. It seems to be almost. Normally, the magic is pushed out and spreads around, as the weave does. The magic seems to be kind of sucking in, like it. You need to give it something for it to open up.
My first thought was to pull out Guy Stanley and put him on the plate.
The plate itself is about maybe 6 to 8 inches underneath the fangs, and it seems to be like the center of the plate seems to be like dipped down, almost like a drain.
I'm scared that it needs blood. She's gonna poke her head out and tell everyone what's going on.
Oh, don't do it, Arya. Never do anything like that. Never do anything with blood.
You want some of my blood?
No, Agni.
Cut my life into pieces.
I can make more. I'll be fine.
Do we think that's what it is? Or, like, I don't know if it's supposed to be blood. Like, there's necrotic magic, so I don't know if it has to be blood.
I could, like, pee in it or something.
No, please don't pee in
That's
it.
always the go-to for liquid things.
Make this spider drink pee.
She's gonna put a little blood in it. What's the worst that could happen?
What blood?
She has her knife. She'll just do like a little pinprick.
Okay. You do a little pinprick. and you see it drop towards the plate, and as it does, you see the fangs strike down into the little drop of blood. As that happens, the fangs retract back into the spatter. The blood disappears and the spider animates, carefully unraveling the web, revealing a small laboratory in disrepair. 4 glass tube chambers line the rightmost wall. 2 of them have been destroyed beyond recognition. The second closest to the door seems to have been carefully opened, and the first chamber is partially destroyed on its top, like something burst through it. Would you like to enter the room?
Yeah, is this the same lab from her dream?
This is the same lab from her.
Alrighty, she is heading on in.
The rest of you can follow if you wish, or you can stay in the hallway.
Fawn will follow.
I'll follow.
I'll follow.
Okay. The lab also contains a large assortment of destroyed equipment, a fancy-looking metal desk, and a large chalkboard adorned with a large list of different names, partially unreadable and crossed out.
Does she see her name or Astrid's name on the list of names?
On the chalkboard, no. The names themselves don't seem to be discernible. It's almost like some of them were wiped off, or they have been kind of washed over with just age. But you can roll me an investigation check, or whoever wants to look around the room can roll me an investigation if they'd like. Okay, yeah, Arya, you see different names on the chalkboard from just guessing and sounding out the letters that are there. A lot of them are uh, mostly Elven in writing. It doesn't seem like it's following a pattern at all. Azra, as you're kind of looking around, you see Arya looking at the chalkboard, and you're just taking a gander. Searching around the chambers, you find 3 of the 4 labeled uh, tubes with plaques on them, each illustrating a name. The first chamber closest to the door says Astrid. The second, Arya. And the third seems to be a little bit illegible as the plaque is sort of broken and torn in places.
He's gonna point that out to Arya.
She's gonna climb inside.
You climb inside the carefully open chamber, and you're a little big for this chamber. You get about maybe 3/4 of your body in there before you're kind of like tubed up. While you're in there, roll me a perception check. 12. As you're kind of in there and you're squeezing around like you just crawled back into your mom's womb somehow, uh, you notice the chamber next to you, the one that Azra pointed out labeled Astrid. Although it's mostly intact, there seems to be a small pinhole on the back of the glass, uh, almost about level where your neck is, but on hers, and a small trickle of dried blood inside the chamber.
She's gonna get out to just take a closer look at it.
Okay. As you're kind of witnessing this and getting a better look, your boot seems to bump into something, and you look down. An old dried shedding of one of the voidlings, the creatures that the Sombra uses to control people. And one of its tendrils perched halfway up Astrid's tank, and the other half you see is actually inside the tank.
Ew. She's gonna point this out to everyone.
Azra, as you're kind of still pondering around and Arya gets out of the tank, you find on Arya's tank from the angle you're looking an arcane glyph burned off and used. It's kind of like almost like an afterburn. Can you roll me Arcana, Azra? Alright, you're not too sure what the glyph's about. You just know it's magic.
He's gonna call Arya over then. He's gonna be like, I've found this magic thing. I don't know what it means though.
Alright, Arya's gonna attempt some magic. She did not magic so well.
I mean, that's still an 18. From the arcane writing of this symbol, it seems to have been some sort of abjuration spell, like a protective spell, to protect the occupant of the tank, of your tank. It seems very, very amateur in design, almost like one of the first times you ever wrote a glyph onto the tank. And it's almost sloppily done, like somebody did it in a hurry and in a panic. Amateur in design, but effective nonetheless, as you also notice the partially ashed voidling fused to the back of your chamber.
Oh, haha, I'm Mom's favorite. Fuck.
It doesn't look like a glyph your mom would ever make. This is
Oh.
different style of like penmanship almost.
Oh, well, too bad I'm still Mom's favorite.
You want to roll me another investigation? While Azra's there, you can have advantage, or both of you can roll. Azra, you want to try to help her out?
Um,
I'm glad you
let
guys are
me
getting
let
these
me
ones
let
out of
me
the way.
roll. Let me roll. Oh my god!
That is so funny.
Wait, I want to roll. I want to roll 1 too. Hold up, let me go.
Okay, you broke the cycle. Ari, you don't really see this to begin with, but Azra, you help point it out to her. Upon your final inspection of the chambers, you note that each chamber, from what you can tell, Azra, with your vision and just your expertise in this sort of thing, each chamber has a hidden compartment in the front underneath the plaque. Although the first 2 hidden compartments for Astra and Arya's tank, they seem to be still intact. The other 2, broken and unusable or openable anymore. The compartment under Astrid's is empty, but Azra, if you want to try to open up the compartment under Arya's, it doesn't seem like it'll be too difficult. There's not really locked. You just have to like stick something in there and pop it open.
Okay, he's gonna do that after he checks for any traps or anything like that, just to make sure.
It's actually Arya's heart that's in there, so have fun.
That's why she hasn't died this entire campaign.
Surprise!
You take a look for traps. Roll me investigation. Bruh, even without a natural one, still 26.
Yeah, because he can't roll lower than a 10.
Oh yeah, that's funny. Um, you look around. You don't see any traps. It honestly just looks like a hidden drawer that was put in here.
Okay, he's gonna open it.
Okay. Opening the compartment under Arya's tank, it opens with a release of air and is slowly pushed outward. Inside seems to be a long and simple black box, and a note attached.
What's the note say?
Are you gonna read the note?
Yeah.
Okay, I will copy and paste it and send it to you on Discord.
It'd be so funny if it was all in Elvish.
He's like, he's staring at this note like he's reading it very serious, and then he goes, after like 5 minutes, I can't fucking read this.
It is written in common, but it's written in probably the fanciest fucking cursive common you've ever seen.
Quick question, Dylan. These things, they're labeled like the label, like the Arya one. That was an Elvish that was labeled, right?
Uh,
Or is it
yeah,
like
they are labeled, but you've seen Arya's name written in
yeah?
Elvish before, so it's
Oh, Vaughn
they,
can read Elvish, so
yeah, Vaughn, you're fine. You're same with like the names on the board. That
is there a name? Does Vaughn see a Maria on that list?
uh, roll me investigation.
Investigation check. 15.
Um, Taking a look at the other 2 chambers, the very last chamber itself, like it's almost like it got hit by a bulldozer. But you do see in the 3rd chamber that's not as broken. The plaque has the letters, I believe it's EM and then ending with an A. The other 3 letters have been torn off, so it seems like your intuition was correct.
Got you.
Adrian, I sent it to you on Discord.
Yeah, he gets one line into it, and he immediately folds it up and hands it over to Arya. He's not gonna
Also,
read the rest of it.
Also, Ameria was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 letters long, according to the written notes that I got from you.
Nice.
But Vaughn's gonna be, as I pass over to Arya, Vaughn's like, "Hey, remember when I was telling you about you having a brother,
Yes.
Arya?"
Yes.
Vaughn's gonna gesture to the tank. Well, this is his.
Ew. I mean,
That is the
oh.
exact response a sister would say about a brother.
I guess I'll take a look at it.
Just like inside the tank is like the most obnoxious like shit. Like there's like a Bob Marley poster, like some girls like tits,
Mountain
like
Dew
elf girls like
bottle.
tits of Mountain Dew bottles, a crusty sock in the corner,
Ew.
Alright, Ari, I'm gonna send it to you on Discord as well.
a piss
Alright.
drawer.
Not the piss drawer.
Piss drawer?
And I hope we meet him before the end of the campaign. Just have like a meme like, "Sister, big sis found the piss drawer." Just this crying elf boy.
You can read it aloud to the rest of the class if you want to sit in silence for 5 minutes.
How long do you think it's gonna take me to read 3 sentences?
It's 4 sentences, but okay, fine.
All I got from this is that I'm the favorite. Brothers, not even mentioned. So, I'm just saying. That's all that matters. I'm the favorite. Also, she's gonna open the box.
Okay, you guys see Arya. How does this make Arya feel? Emotionless. Good, okay. How is Arya feeling right now? What is her situation?
She is very overwhelmed by all the things happening in this room. She just climbed in. She gave blood. She never gives anyone blood. And then she climbed into a tank. She was set on fire. She almost died. Now she's feeling alright. It's been a very eventful day.
Alright, so you go to open the small box. 1 second. As you open the box, there seems to be a small onyx. Let me read the description. Shit, was it? I thought I memorized the beginning of this, but I'm dumb, so I didn't. It looks to be like a small kind of onyx thorax inside, about maybe the size of like the inside of your palm. I think you just used the thing on the door, right? The magic lens. This there seems to be abjuration and necromancy pouring off of this thing, and you get the sense that you need to attune to this.
Okay, well, I guess she has some homework already.
Well, it takes half an hour to attune to an item.
Yes, I know, but I don't know if we're gonna be moving on to something else. We just took a short rest. Masha's gonna be like, yo, guys, we have to stay here for a half hour in like the spooky cemetery, you know?
Alright, that's fine, I guess. Pass up on this thing that'll help you later.
Oh god.
I mean, we can. Can she attune to it while we're walking around? Because even
Yeah,
if we leave this room, like.
you can. Yeah, you can. That's fine as long as you guys aren't doing anything like she can focus on it.
Yeah. We'll try to just, like, leave the extraneous things till after.
Alright, she's gonna unattune from her staff of fireballs. Especially since there's only one charge and I forgot she even had it. And she'll try to attune to this thing.
Okay. Did you still want to check out the cemetery you guys didn't look at yet?
Yes.
Okay.
She
So you guys leave the lab. From what you can gather, the birthplace of Arya. The only thing you haven't looked at is the metal desk that was like near the chalk.
Okay, she's gonna look at the desk.
Okay. You see the desk has one drawer to it. And you try to open the drawer. It doesn't seem to open. There seems to be some sort of magical lock on this. Similar to the ones you saw above on the first moon puzzle.
Like the names?
No, just it's an arcane lock.
Oh. Okay, she'll use Dispel Magic.
Okay. You cast Dispel Magic and the lock unclicks and you're able to open the drawer. Inside the drawer, you find a few spell components that are kind of like neatly organized inside of it. You find 3 diamonds worth 500 gold each. You find 1 jewel encrusted dagger. Tied to it is a bag filled with clay, ash, and mandrake root. The dagger itself is worth 1,000 gold. Yep. You also find 3 vials of a silver oil that you can recognize from your studies as quicksilver oil. Each vial is worth 500 gold. And you also find an intricate crystal rod as well.
She's gonna cast Identify on it.
It's not magical in itself,
Oh.
but it is most likely a spell component to a spell.
Then never mind, she will not do that. Alright.
Okay, so you're heading towards the cemetery. Okay. 1 second. As you guys... No, you can just add it to your inventory, that's fine. As you guys head towards the wrought iron gate, it's not locked, it's just closed. The graveyard itself seems to contain several empty plots, sans for 1 large plot perched in a corner. A large wooden sign perched above it reads "The Caretaker."
Well, I guess she's gonna go see this caretaker. This is intriguing.
Okay, you walk over. It's another plot of, I mean, it's a grave with not a tombstone but a wooden sign.
She's gonna knock on it.
You knock on the sign. Nothing really happens.
She's casting Animate Dead. Does she have to be able to see the dead?
No.
Alrighty, guess what she's up to.
As that happens, you all watch Arya begin to cast the spell. Her eyes turn black, and the inky smoke that pours out of her body sinks into the ground, and the loose dirt begins to shake as a hand pulls itself out. Another hand pulls itself out holding a spade, and a large 1 second, what is this guy again?
Vaughn sighs as he takes off the helm of brightness.
A large undead creature
Gleaming, whatever the hell it's called.
that looks like it had the body of a troll but a little bit modified pulls itself out of the grave, cracks its shoulders a bit, picks back up the spade it had in its hand, and reaches down into the grave and picks up a shield, and it goes, "Can I help you?"
Oh, hey. I didn't think this far ahead, to be totally honest with you. What's up?
I was in the ground taking a nap. You got more bodies to bury.
Dylan, I'm sorry, I cannot understand you when you talk like that.
Do you have more bodies to bury?
No. Is that your only duty here?
My duty is to help you all. Well, to help. You look different. To help you.
I see.
You need something.
She's just gonna look at the others in a panic.
Can it fight?
Can you?
Yeah, I was bred for battle and for burying.
Perfect. Do you know what's down here?
There's no more bodies if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, no, I was actually wondering that. All right. How about you come with us for a bit? Because I have a feeling we might be attacked, and I would like to not die.
Alright, fair enough. You see he walks over to the wrought iron gate that you guys just entered from, pulls out a sign from the ground, sticks it on the gate and flips it, and it says, "Be back in 1 hour." He goes, alright, let's go.
All right, where are we going next, guys?
What
I
do
think
we?
there's only one place left.
Yeah, so I thought there was only one.
Alright, you should now have access to the caretaker's page. Alright, you guys head back to the cage. The bird cage, rather. And you've moved the nest out of the way. There is now like an opening to go below. It is several hundred feet below to the center of this volcano.
Vaughn's gonna have to carry around Frostbrand so he doesn't get too sweaty.
I'll be right back. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, I'm back. So what are you guys doing? You're now in Agni's crib, inherited crib.
Everybody got their baby stuff here.
If we go deeper into, like, I guess, the actual forge, is anyone going to spontaneously combust?
I mean, there's a chance. You're the
Ag-
only one that's immune here.
Agni, roll me intelligence. Or I guess wisdom would be the best one for that. Roll me wisdom. Oh shit. Um, you probably can discern that if the place the forge was set in, the area where Sozin made her weapons and armor was the hottest, was designed to be is as hot as the core of a volcano, all of her weapons would be shit and fall apart and be brittle. So this room is most likely created to hold a certain amount of heat, but utilize it in a proper fashion for smithing.
Okay.
Which is why the magical updraft that's been blowing hot air pretty much everywhere else is there.
Um, Agni's going to turn to the caretaker and ask, like, have you been down there before?
He looks over to you and he looks down at the deep pit. He meets eye back with you and he goes, "No, I wasn't allowed to leave the graveyard unless we went outside. It's not my room. Technically, I'm not allowed to be in here. He told me I can't bury bodies in the lava anymore."
Well, today's your lucky day. You first.
He looks toward you, Arya.
Sure, after you. After you. Let's go.
Alright. Are you telling him to jump down the hole?
Oh, we're jumping down a hole?
It is a several 100-foot drop.
He'll be fine,
He's
right?
gonna break
You can,
his
like, use his
legs.
shield to, like, slowly descend.
That's not how shields work.
You just, like, scrape it against the walls, like in the movie.
I don't know
And
what a
then
movie is, but okay.
this is Jamila talking.
Okay.
I think I'll be fine. I don't die very easy.
Alright, if you think you can do it.
Give me. If you don't see me moving, give me a few minutes.
Okay, how do you plan on getting back up? Is there another
I
way?
was told to go down the hole. I wasn't told to come back up.
Well, you will eventually need to come back up.
That seems like a logistics problem, and I deal with deliveries into the ground.
Do you know of another way down there? Or another way up?
I've never been in this room, as I said prior.
Alright, fucking attitude. Okay, jump.
Alright, cool. Later.
Did you hit the bottom yet?
Give me a second. I gotta do the math.
God, Guy Stanley never gave me this much attitude.
That's because Guy Stanley's a simp.
Hey, as long as there's no attitude, I'm happy.
He gives me attitude every day.
Yeah, well, maybe you deserve it.
Alright.
Oh no!
You watch him hit the ground with a loud, like, plop against solid stone. And for a few minutes, he doesn't move. His body kind of, like, sprawled out. You see organs across the floor in all directions. A couple minutes pass, and you see the organs begin to trace their way back towards the body. Another few minutes pass, and you see him, an arm crack back into place. Another arm, and he pulls himself back up, stands up. He has regeneration ability on his sheet, Arya. He looks back up, picks up his shield and his spade, and goes, "Alright."
You think he can catch us if, like, we jump down?
Sounds like a great way to, like, break your spine.
Huh.
I'll say as this is happening, Arya, it's been about half an hour.
Okay.
You are able to attune to the staff. I'm going to need you to roll something for me on the staff. Did you get a random? Give me one quick sec to load these pages. Okay, this is your staff, Arya. I'm just going to show it to everybody. So this crooked staff is made from onyx and topped with a spider carved from the skull of a forgotten archmage. You watch as you finish focusing on this, Arya, and the thorax begins to expand in your hand until it is a 5-foot tall staff. Spider carved from the skull of a forgotten archmage destroyed by the Queen of the Damned long ago. You get one. The staff of the Damned Daughter has the following properties. I need you to roll me a 2d100. You get one minor beneficial property and one major. 63. Ooh, nice. Okay. And 83. So the minor, 63. While attuned to this staff, you can use an action to cast a first level spell from it. After you cast the spell, you get to roll a d6, and a roll of 1 to 5. You can't cast it again until the next dawn. So let me copy and paste that. I'll choose the spell for you. Give me 1 second. Dun, dun,
Well, I guess it's a good thing she got attuned to a staff.
Yes. The first level spell is Sanctuary. Okay, so you can add that to your spell list. Just like make a note that it's from the staff or something like that. Let me just look up the spell. It's a first level spell, Sanctuary. And for the major beneficial property, rolled an 83. While attuned to the staff, you can use an action to cast a 7th level spell. After you cast, it's the exact same effect except for a 7th level spell. Can you roll me a d26? And we'll see what random spell you get. Uh, Oh, nice. You get Power Word Pain. Alright, you can add that to your spell list as well. Beneficial properties. While the staff is on your person, you gain the following benefits. You have your proficiency bonus to Arcana and History checks is doubled. You can't be blinded, charmed, deafened, frightened, petrified, or stunned. Undead with a challenge rating of 2 or lower will neither threaten nor attack you unless you harm them. You can wield the staff as a +3 quarterstaff, and it deals an extra 3d6 necrotic damage on hit. Your spell save DC to cast spells increases by 1. And spell attacks and damage rolls deal an extra +3 necrotic damage. It also has an Invoke Curse ability. The Staff of the Damned Daughter has 7 charges and regains 1d4 plus 3 charges every day at dawn. While holding the staff, you use an action to expend 1 charge and target 1 creature you can see within 60 feet. The target must make a con save and succeed using your spell save DC or be cursed. While cursed in this way, the target can't regain hit points and has vulnerability to necrotic damage. Only a Greater Restoration, Remove Curse, or similar spell can end the curse. That is your, akin to Azra's Redemption, that is your hallmark weapon now. Agni got the armor, you got the staff, Azra got the knife, Vaughn got a shit ton of items. Which one? Power of Pain? Okay. Just do it by hand, that's fine. Okay. So you guys are still figuring out how to get down then.
Okay, sorry, I had to disappear for a few minutes. What is happening?
We're just
I
trying to figure out how to get down.
yeah.
That's it.
Can't fly down, right?
You can. The wind is not in this chamber.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe if Azra and Agni take Vaughn down together, then he'll be okay.
I don't think that would work because you can't even lift Vaughn,
It's
and
like
I'm gonna have to use the broom, and
it's
that's
like
gonna be over
Agni.
capacity.
It's like Agni is doing most of the work, and like Azra's basically just there for support for that less, like 10%.
I don't even know if there's a percentage of support.
I mean, we can try. We can at least try to like see if we can lift him off the ground at all. If we can, then we can lower him.
How about this? Um, Agni will have the broom hover by itself. She won't be on it. And Vaughn could grab onto the broom, and Azra can try to, like, I don't know, lift him off the ground. See if that works.
That could work, because at least the broom isn't taking your weight at the same time. It's just we did need your strength. Well, let's try it. Let's try it that way. Let's try the broom and Azra lifting the last amount and see if that does anything.
Like, the broom can at least hold 400 pounds. So you gotta be able to carry the other 200 and whatever left.
Oh Jesus!
I'll say, Azra, with your strength, you would have to roll a nat 20 to be able to do
Let's do it.
this.
Oh.
You grab Bond by the legs as he's hanging onto the broom, and you manage to get the legs a little bit off the ground before the broom slowly just slams into the floor.
Let's do it again. Blessing of the Changebringer. God damn it! Never mind.
How long is this fall?
About 300 feet.
I mean, God. I was going to say, like, worst comes to worst.
Does nobody have Featherfall? Did I not give you guys an amulet of Featherfall at like level 3?
It did a really long time ago, and it was destroyed.
Sad.
God, I feel like Vaughn could just, like... I don't want to have Vaughn waste a rage and just plummet, though.
Don't do that.
What are
Still
the
take
walls
damage.
made out of?
You guys are in like a cage area in the center. The only walls connected to this cage are the entrance to it that are like a little bit
No,
down.
sorry, like the walls of the pit.
Oh, like below? It's a volcanic. You're inside of the volcano, so it's obsidian, rock, molten rock.
So could he potentially try to climb down if he uses like his javelins as like little like stabby things?
Unless you're able to break the cage open and jump a couple hundred feet towards the walls. You guys are in the center of this volcano, literally in the center, above it.
It's like an elevator.
Kind of.
And we haven't been able to figure out any other way down other than this
So far.
so far. We have searched every other thing. Wasn't there like a stairwell somewhere?
We did
That
that.
led to the graveyard.
Do we think Agni's mom would have just a regular door? I guess not. She has wings, doesn't she? She would just fly down.
Yeah.
Ugh,
Who needs regular
phoenixes.
doors?
Let's see.
There's in like a spooky ladder in, I don't know, the graveyard or something.
Spooky letter.
Fuck.
My level 17 party stumped by a 300-foot fall.
Dark purple spirit, ring of water walking.
What if I go down there and then you use the broom, and if you start falling, maybe it'll be kind of slow?
How much rope we got? I got 50 feet. Anyone else have any rope at all?
Azra's
don't
just
think
gonna
so.
sigh, and he's gonna cast Fly on Vaughn.
Woo! Oh my
Vaughn
god,
gets,
the
Great, problem
flying
Vaughn
solved.
gets
barbarian.
to sprout some wings. I like to picture them being kind of like Azra's, but with a more bear-like appearance.
I just picture them as like buff, like really buff bear arms.
They're just muscular arms, and they'll just start
Ugh.
flapping.
They're just like really swole wings. It's so funny because Vaughn is weaker than Agni, but no one ever imagines Vaughn is weaker than Agni. He
That's
hits
'cause
like a goddamn truck.
That's because Agni, like, Vaughn's naturally strong. Agni's, like, magically steroided.
yeah, she has like a really strong belt.
Bro, when we hit level 20, Vaughn's gonna be fucking strength. Actually, what is Agni's strength without with her with the buff?
Oh, with it?
Jam? Yeah, with it.
25.
Damn, Vaughn. Okay, Vaughn will be naturally a little bit weaker than Agni. Actually, I guess no, they'll be just as strong because of modifiers. He'll have a natural 24. It's gonna be so dope.
So you guys have technically now have a way to get down.
How
Vaughn can
long does the
fly
fly spell last?
All right, let's go. I can
10
hold.
minutes.
I'm gonna
Okay.
carry Arya this time.
Alright, Vaughn, let's go.
Whoosh, Swole on. Since he can't, so I guess since the undead guy is nowhere nearby, he's gonna pop the helm back on, sheath Frostbrand, and then grab Arya and fly down.
Whee!
That was so half-assed. We. Okay, you
Picture,
got.
picture that fucking picture that still of the Rock as Black Adam just flying, just that spot.
You guys all managed to make your way down. So I gotta get rid of Guy Stanley and put the new Guy Stanley in there.
More like Guy Laley because he's fucking laying on the ground.
No, he's back up to full health now.
Ah.
Alright, let me move the map over. As you guys descend down, it's a bit smokier down here. A bit harder to breathe. You find yourself in this very large chamber. Where did that paragraph go? As you enter the chamber, a river of lava flows through the room. A large anvil, far bigger than even Vaughn, sits atop the platform above the river. Where you guys see the anvil, which is that thing in the center, it is on a raised platform. Uh, it seems to glow faintly in various colors. The only light within the chamber seems to be from the river of lava, the natural volcanic floor that can be perceived to be extremely hot on the sides there. The regular stonework seems to be safe to walk upon. Around the room, you find various molds for different weapons and armor, a very large forge unlit. Also in the room, you notice sets of various tools and forging components. What catches most of your eyes, though, is a pristine forging hammer hanging on a set of chains above the anvil. Right now, you guys seem to be in what looks to be a massive forge, but nothing is really turned on or running.
Does it look like there's any other entrances down here, like any doors or anything?
The only other kind of like, guess you could call it an entrance, is where the lava's flowing from.
Ugh. Oh, I hate this.
Is this a wall, or can I walk up to this
Which one?
this thing?
It's more so just like a bunch of stones cobbled into like a staircase to like lead your way up.
Okay.
Is it insufferably hot down here?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Not so much that you'll have to make like a con save like it was when you crossed the river above the bear magma, but it's yeah, yeah. It's an
Alright.
uncomfortable hot day in here.
Frostbrand's coming back out then.
Where are the molds for weapons?
You see them kind of scattered near the forges, so like back here, near the back of the room. There are, as you go like up to check it out, Agni, you see molds for shields, chest plates, small daggers, larger swords, spears. Pretty much any weapon that you could produce is found back there in the mold.
Okay. Agni will grab one for a dagger and then look around so she can figure out how to forge something.
Okay, so you got a dagger mold then?
Yes.
All right. You notice to the left and right of you right now, there seems to be the actual forge itself, where the metal is to be liquefied.
This thing?
Uh, yeah, but they don't seem to be stoking at all. There is no heat actually coming from it.
Huh. How do thing? Where are billows?
You want to roll
Maybe she's.
me a wisdom check?
Yes.
Do you have proficiency in smith tools?
No.
Okay, so roll it one more time and we'll take the lowest.
Oh. Shit.
So 13. I mean, from just basic knowledge, obviously this forge has been set up in an intricate way. You need to find out how to run the heat source, the lava, which is which you assume is somehow connected to these forges. But you're not too sure where this would be. Like, if this was like a professional kitchen, you just walked in as someone who's only made eggs their whole life.
Oh.
You guys want to take a bathroom break? You can.
I mean, if you need to pee, go for it. But I'm down to powerful with here just because I can't really play much later than 10. Yeah, boys got work in the morning, and I gotta do trash and everything still.
It'll work.
Yeah, tell me, I gotta work, and then I got a baby's first birthday party after too. So I need to be looking
Who's baby?
snappy. My old GM's baby.
Oh.
I'll
I
post
thought you were
pics of
gonna
him
say it
looking
was
mad
like
fresh.
your niece. I was gonna say, oh my god, it's been a year? You sure?
Oh, I don't have a niece. I have a nephew.
Nephew?
And
Nephew.
year is 2 days after my birthday, so we got a bit to go.
Yeah, that was me last week. It was my niece's first
Yeah.
birthday.
He's no damn Scorpio.
My niece is.
Uh,
What's wrong with
shit.
Scorpios?
I
I
love
don't know.
Scorpios.
I like flexing on Scorpio. Literally, one of my girlfriends is a Scorpio. I just like flexing on Scorpios.
The people that hate Scorpios read Homestuck. That's all I know now.
God,
Oh
wait.
fuck. Good times.
All right. Yeah. So you guys can just role play your way in this room.
Okay.
From the other side of the room, Agni's gonna shout, does anyone know how to use a forge?
Uh, get things hot and then hit it with another thing.
How do I get the thing hot though?
Bon
Fire.
yells. I could use a forgery kit, but it's not the same thing.
Shouldn't it like be in your blood how to use this?
No, what?
I don't know. Isn't that how it works?
As you guys are talking to Agni, you know she's stepping on molten rock, and if it wasn't for her fire immunity, she would be burning right now.
Just
We're
a
gonna leave
puddle,
this
it's
to
fine.
you. You're the one that can touch all this stuff without hurting yourself.
Okay, using the mold, Agni's gonna scoop up some some lava, and then pour it in here.
You take like a handful of lava. Some of it kind of trickles down your armor and hits the floor, sizzling. You manage to throw a little bit into the forge. I don't know what you expected to happen.
I would kind of explode with heat. Damn it. What else is in here?
I just put the
Okay.
small description in the thing for you.
Thank you.
Has anyone tried to mess with the hammer yet?
I might. I'll just start hitting things with it though, so if you have a better idea, go for it.
Maybe don't hit things with it, but I don't know. Maybe the hammer's magical. Maybe you can use it to repower the forge.
Okay. Agni will grab the hammer.
All right. You walk up to the anvil and you climb up. The anvil's the hammer itself is a little bit higher than the anvil, so short Agni Kai is like on her tiptoes trying to reach it. But you manage to finally snag it and pull it down. As you do, the four chains holding it up release and disappear into the walls. Uh, as the chains disappear, you guys watch as each burner around those circles you guys see that are kind of illuminated on the map begin to surge out. Lava begins to pour up and down, almost like it's now flowing through openings that have just opened. The forge on the left, you see billow out in a large torrent of fire shoots up, and it is now roaring with fire. The room is getting a lot more smoky. As the other side begins to follow the same, you see the other forge shoot up with a flame, not as hot and not as high, but they all seem to be burning as this is happening.
Vaughn, you're a genius.
All right, what's everyone doing? You seem to have activated the forges.
Making a dagger.
Agni, I'm gonna need you to walk me through how you're making a dagger.
Um, okay. So the forges are super hot and doing things now, right?
Yes.
So is this like a pile of rock or like metal or something I can use?
Those are coals.
Oh, there's no material in here to work with?
You need to look around. You guys check around. It doesn't seem to be any metal.
What kind of fucked up forge is this? Aw.
What's everyone else doing? As you see Agni kind of flailing about.
I'm gonna explore.
Okay, what did you want to look at?
Does it look like there's anything interesting in here?
Roll me perception. I mean, it is a large forge. It's probably your first time in a forge, especially one like this. So everything looks a bit interesting to you. Just the design of it. You do notice like the architecture itself isn't of the prime material. You can probably surmise uh, this is architecture maybe similar to the style in which buildings and architecture would be in the plane of fire. So it's almost like you're in a small room from another plane. That seems to gather your attention. What about Vaughn and Azra?
Vaughn's got fucking nothing. His smart thing was the hammer, but he's just, I mean, holding the sword and I guess looking around the room, maybe make a perception check, see if anything else hops out at him.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
15.
15. As you're kind of like lumbering about, looking around, um, every so often every you do notice as the lava river is flowing through, you catch the glimpse of what looks to be like almost like a humanoid form of a fire elemental kind of make its way down into the stream, and another one as they kind of like they're living within this lava stream.
Hmm.
So that seems to be piquing your interest at the start right now.
Repeat that one more time. My brain stopped working.
No worries. It's a lava river flowing one way, right, through the
Uh-huh.
room. Every so often, like as it bubbles up, you do see like the form of like almost like a dolphin going through water. It's a fire elemental making its way like up and then back into the magma.
Vaughn doesn't speak Ignan. And he no longer has a little buddy that can do it. Vaughn's gonna go over here, but Agni, you don't happen to speak the fire form of primordial, do you?
No, I totally don't know that language at all.
Okay. There's like a fire elemental, like kind of looks like a little dolphin almost, little just kind of going back and forth.
Agni's gonna make her way over to the lava. And she'll say hello in Ignan.
As the fire elementals are just like riding the waves, one of them kind of turns back as it's floating backwards, uh, and it stops and kind of floats back towards you and goes, "Hello,
What are you doing down there?
relaxing, eating the fire."
Oh, cool. What's uh what's that like? How long have you lived here?
Oh, pretty good. Oh, my buddy's calling me. Gotta go, and it drifts away. Another one kind of like pops by.
Hi?
What's up?
You not much. I'm trying to figure out how to forge things. Do you know how to forge works?
Easy. Yeah, you put the metal in the fire, and the fire in the metal, and you hit it.
But there's no metal in here.
You didn't bring metal to a forge?
I have metal, I just don't want to use that metal. They're
That
already
sucks.
weapons.
I gotta go.
Fuck.
Another one flies, streams by. Oh, Harold, there's people down here.
Hey, do you have like metal? I'll trade you something.
Uh, just magma. I can trade you magma.
No. Thanks though. Agni's gonna make her way over to Azra.
He's just like kind of looking around, try to not go super close to the lava or anything like that.
Hey Azra, throw me a knife or a dagger. One you don't like.
Um, why? I thought we were gonna fix like the dagger.
Yeah, but like, wouldn't we need metal to help fix it? You know, like bind it together.
I don't know, wouldn't that like make it less pure? It's like an impurity now.
Is that how it works? Are you sure?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
no, because we would have to just put it back together with what we have, and if we don't put it back together with everything, it will be imperfect, and that kind of defeats the whole point.
Yeah, maybe we should just be attempting to remake the blade.
Okay, fine. Whatever. No one likes my cool ideas.
We
Well,
like them
it's
only when they're
a
not
good idea.
terrible.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad idea, but
You
No,
don't even know
no,
what
it's
the
pretty
idea
bad.
was.
what was your idea?
I'm not telling you anymore. You guys think it's stupid.
No, I mean, if we have time, you can just tell us your idea and we maybe we can do it.
So we have
Agni's
all the
gonna put the
parts,
hammer
right?
down.
I remember there was originally more, but then Dylan cut one because
I
we
cut
were
one because the
broke.
campaign was taking too long.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind playing this for another 5 years.
Who's got all the pieces?
Um, Azra's gonna look at these pipes. Dylan, can you describe what he's seeing?
Uh, as you're with your passive perception, you notice it's almost like an intricate set of pipes. Like obviously, Agni's released something that's allowed the lava to flow through the room, and in various different locations. You notice kind of like around the walls, almost like in a maze-like Tetris fashion, in just random order. These pipes are slowly filling up from like the right side, kind of circling around the back side to the left side, almost like the whole room is being encircled and filled.
I don't love this.
Like it's kind of like when you liquid cool a PC and you watch as the liquid cooling starts running through all the lines to like complete the circuit.
Yeah. Okay. Agni, let's just make the blade.
Do the thing, Ice Boy. Make the blade.
Me?
Yes.
Oh,
This
I
is your
thought.
moment.
No, I thought this was your moment. You're like, the fire woman.
Oh, I've had a lot of moments.
Yeah, you can have more. I don't
Oh,
think I should be forging anything. I'm also not probably strong enough to properly bang this thing out.
okay, that's fine. I can do this. My mom built a forge and forged stuff. I can totally do that.
Yeah, it's like Arya said, it's in your blood.
Give me sword pieces.
Azur's gonna hand the pieces that he has over to her.
Agni
Bond's
will
gonna
run over here.
take the whatchamafaceit, the fucking the hilt or whatever it is that he's been wearing, the guard that he's been wearing as a necklace, and hand that over as well.
Oh,
So
wait.
just to confirm, Dylan, we do have all the pieces, right?
Yes, you do.
All right, cool.
I need a cool sword mold thing.
For the sake of this, Agni, it doesn't have to be a sword. You have any weapon you can choose from. You can forge.
Oh. Vaughn, what weapons can you use?
Make it two-handed, and I can use it. I can use axes. I can use great swords.
But what weapon do you want?
I like great swords.
Okay,
Add a
we're gonna.
third great sword, or add a third giant weapon to the rotation. Vaughn just run around with two fucking great swords.
Agni, roll me a wisdom when you were looking for the great sword mold.
I mean, failing that, also a long sword, just in case I bite it, Azra could use it.
If you're trying to make a sword longer than a short sword, of what it originally was, you will need more metal to add to it.
Oh, which is a
For the
no.
sake of fantasy blacksmithing with this magical anvil, you will need a metal that's considered pure. Something kind of rare, but also like if you have something 100% pure, you can use. Um, which I'll say you tell everybody else, obviously.
How about we make another short sword?
Uh, I'll just give you the answer. You roll me an intelligence check. Anyone.
I want it to be a weapon that someone's going to be able to use well.
I mean, wasn't it a dagger before? We could just do that
No,
again.
it was a short sword before.
Okay, well, let's just do short sword again.
Arya, you know that the most pure metal you can probably find, aside from like adamantine in mithril, uh, almost not commonplace, but almost commonplace would be platinum.
Do we have any platinum?
I've got 24 platinum pieces,
We are
at
not
least.
throwing our
I
money
got
in here.
107. We can
Ho,
use
ho,
it.
ho, ho, ho.
But do we need to? Can we not just have a short sword?
What were those armors that were in your mom's room? What is that made out of?
Oh, I'm not sure. I didn't really look at them. They looked pretty.
Well, if they were adamantine, actually no. Yeah,
I could
maybe
like
if we found something for Azra and adamantine, that'd be useful. But I don't think Arya doesn't really do armor, and you've got your really cool armor,
well
Agni.
no, we could
So
melt it down. I could like
Yeah,
fly
yeah,
back up and get it.
that's where I was going with that.
Agni, you fly back up to check out the armor. The armor itself isn't made of platinum. It seems to be made of some sort of other strong metal. Your mom was talented and famous. She wasn't rich.
Okay. Same with the weapons, I guess. None of
Yeah,
them are
the
platinum.
weapons are of the highest quality, but it wouldn't make sense to make one out of pure platinum.
Okay. She'll fly back down to her friends and say her mom was broke. She was a broke bitch.
okay.
So, are we
So,
cool with like a little baby short sword?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think that's just something we can easily all wield.
Yeah, you stab people, right? And slash them.
I'm
Yeah,
enjoying
slash
this.
that.
I'm enjoying this. We have to make this sword to save our realm. We gotta throw money at it. Can we just not?
I mean, how much
Is this an
No.
platinum would we
interesting enough
have?
shape?
You
How much?
if you're trying to make a bigger sword than it originally was, I'd probably say whatever weight in platinum to the sword divided by half. So if you're trying to make a great sword,
Oh, we gotta do math to make a better sword.
6 pounds.
A lot of platinum. It's
That's a
mine,
lot
you
of
know?
platinum.
Also, it's probably just better that we make it a short sword because not everybody can wield
Wield
a
a
great
great
sword.
sword, yeah. My question is, can everyone use a long sword?
Is it a simple or martial weapon?
So, what weapons can wizard? Oh, hold up. I gotta look. I'm gonna just look
Oh,
at
we'll
the
say
design.
it's about 50 coins to a pound, and the original blade will count towards half of the weight of the weapon.
Look at wizards real fast to see if you're proficient with short swords or long swords. Probably not long swords, honestly.
It says daggers, darts, slings, quarterstaffs, light
All right, so
crossbows.
Arya is fucked regardless. But
Yeah.
I think out of the three of us, the other three of us, we all three of us can use long swords if
If
we
you
have
want,
the money
yeah.
for it.
This longsword's 3 pounds. The original blade will count towards half of it melted down, so you would need 50 coins to a pound, 75 coins.
I've got 24 I can throw at it.
I have over 700.
Jesus!
Jesus.
It's my money, okay? I'll throw
Well,
the 75 coins in, whatever.
Azra will also put it in the 107.
Are we making the greatsword now? What are we
I'm,
making? Because that's a lot of
I'm
coins.
I'm okay with it being a long sword in case, something happens to Vaughn. That way there's two other people that can wield the long sword.
And the longsword was how many?
And
75
I can
coins?
use the longsword two-handed, so it works.
Yeah, the longsword was 75 platinum.
Okay. Azra, how
Alright.
much are you throwing in?
He'll throw in however much. Like, if it has to be all 107, that's fine.
What?
It's just 75 altogether.
Alright,
So
then 70. Then he'll throw in 75.
damn.
Okay,
Okay,
cool.
Azra.
He has
There
no
goes.
need for this money. It's okay.
All right, Agni, you got the gold coins. You head towards, like I was watching your token, you head towards the one on the right, and you realize the heat isn't really hot enough on this one. This one might be the tempering heat. So you head towards the other one. You begin to melt the platinum down. As you do, you start inserting parts of the blade in slowly at a time as it slowly begins to melt. You see the shimmer of the platinum liquid metal slowly begin to turn a blackish purple. As it does, you see the blades begin to slowly melt and disappear within until it's one cohesive puddle. You know you have to set up the molds as fast as you can. In
Vaughn Vaughn could try to assist if it's gonna be like a timed thing. If two people will help out, if it looks like Agni's struggling, he'll run over and be like, all right, what do I
Okay,
need to do?
Vaughn, you hold the mold together and plug it as Agni, you begin to pour it in. As that's happening, uh, this thing obviously has to cool down, so you guys kind of wait a few minutes, about 10-20 minutes for it to slowly cool down. As that's happening, Azra, you're still watching that pipeline, and it's about 75% of the way throughout the whole room. Uh, it cools down, you guys crack open the mold, and you're left with like the form of the basic blade that still needs to be hammered out and tempered and whatnot. Who wants to make the checks for the hammering?
If they're strength based, I feel like Agni probably. Well, what's
It'll
your?
be it'll be a mixture of strength and wisdom.
I feel like both of those are higher for Agni, so
You totally do it. I use that hammer every day.
you know what? Can't argue with you there.
All right. So this will depend on your successes and fails, Agni.
Uh-oh.
For each fail, the DC gets higher. For each success, it gets lower. So you head towards the hammer after stoking the blade again to make it a bit softer. Let me just make a little thing here. Okay. Need you to make. You're gonna start off every time with a wisdom check, and then you're going to make a strength check. Depending on if the wisdom check succeeds or fails, the strength check will be easier, as you are kind of
Okay.
checking where to hit it and how hard to hit it. Nice. Okay. Now make the strength check. All right. Make the wisdom check once more. Beauty. Beautiful. Wow, you're really good at this. All right, keep going. You watch as Agni is just looking this thing over, striking into it, looking it over and striking into it. Vaughn, Ari, and Azra, you see this blade is beginning to flatten out, and almost like she's done this before with the rolls she's making. This thing is turning into something similar to the weapons you've seen above, as she is smacking into this thing over and over. Uh, that will be your last strength after this one, Agni.
Woo!
Oh, nice. As you finish it, you have perfected the. Was it a longsword or a greatsword you guys do? Longsword?
Longsword.
Longsword.
Longsword, okay. The form is fully shaped. The only thing you have left to do is to put it within the tempering flame and then quench it. Agni, as you finish the last hammer strike, Azra, you watch the final pipe begin to meet. And as it does, you see the piping isn't actually in a random order. It seems to be spelling out lettering similar to the Ignan you saw earlier on that sign that said, "Go in or die. I don't care. You're the one breaking in here." That Agni's mom wrote on the room that toasted Arya. As that happens, Vaughn, you see the magma just north of you, that little puddle on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
A large red hot hand pull itself up, a second one, and a large construct make its way upwards.
Ooh.
As it does, you see the lava flake off of it and slam it into the ground underneath as steam begins to rise off of it. A large hole in its chest that seems to be stoking with flames popping periodically, and a large sword imbued with runes kind of almost welded into its hand. And I need everyone to roll me initiative. Ian, if you need to pop off here, we can always just start this the next session.
Yeah, I think because I have a feeling this one's gonna take us a while, and I'm gonna need sleep.
All right, roll me initiative now, and I'll keep it for next week, or whatever week that was.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is
Let me go
everyone
back.
available next Saturday?
I I'm available to 8 p.m. so not super long, but I can be around. Let me look at the pin chat to see when.
I don't see anything on our calendar, Toria, for next Saturday.
Yeah, I think we're free. We could even start earlier if everyone can.
Now, I am also free that Friday. I know we have that. I think it looks like everyone's available on there. One of the 3 Adrians is available.
I'm good for Friday or Saturday. I just think after next week, we're probably not going to be available for a bit.
Yeah.
I'm
'Cause
off of
next
work
month, I'm
at
working every weekend.
I'm off at work at 3 p.m. on Friday, so I'm around Friday. Saturday, I'm off at work at 2 p.m. and I've got another D&D thing at 8. The Thanksgiving session.
We could do Friday if Adrian's free then.
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
Cool. Me and Tori usually get home around like 6-ish, 5:36.
Word.
All right. Let me just. That was the last bit of my notes.
God damn it. How did we not know about the arcane command?
The arcane command.
Oh,
Almost like breaking into those legendary forge without the proper passwords and magical things. Causes trouble.
I
Tough to
mean,
say stop.
it would have been boring if we didn't get a chance to kill it. So
What if I made you like 30 checks and you have to wait 60 hours and it took me 3 days to make these tiny blades. Can you imagine Agni making that fucking great sword? Probably take you guys a month.
I believe in her.
No, but fucking Agni, you rolled so well. You beat every single DC.
I was honestly worried I'd fuck up. The first roll would be like a nat one.
The first roll, I started with a DC 15. You beat it with the strength and the wisdom, and then it kept getting lower from there because you kept rolling higher.
I'm amazing.
All right, thanks for playing, guys.
hell yeah!
Thanks for DMing.
What a good little adventure.
Woo.
We get to kill something next Friday, and all will be well with the world.
Hell yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go do trash and go to bed. I will see you punks later.
Alright.
Bye.
Bye.
We're gonna go raid Ghost Pepper. Woo.
Oh my god, he's still on?
Yeah, he's playing Vermintide with Collie. Alright, good night, guys.
Good
Good night.
Bye.